All right, we back live. Another episode of the Jazz Cast, the best, the best podcast. Revolving Jaguar stuff. That's we the best there is with this. So, um, man, we got to get into this. Hold up a second. I wasn't completely ready. Yeah. We got to get into this week 4. Hold on one second. What is this popping up? No. Got to get into this week 4 post game. It's real late. Hopefully it's good. Let some of your emotions die down so you can think with your head, think logically. Sorry, thirsty. Yeah, we gotta get into it and we gotta break it down, get to the nitty-gritty. It's bad that we're at where we're at, It's not a good thing. We 0-4. So adversity for the season has come out full force, right off the rip. We got the adversity. Which, it depends on how you want to look at it, how you determine, if that's a good or bad thing. Me personally, I think it's good, go on get it now, while it's early, you know what I'm saying? Because as we could see from last year, that wasn't good going down the stretch. And, that was, I would almost say I'd rather have it now, and have one of the seasons like the first year when Doug got here, it's looking bad, like it could fall off all the way off the cliff. Like we hanging off it now, but literally, like it could plunge off the cliff, and we straightened it out that year. So that was encouraging. As far as this season, we can go back to all the past videos. I'm gonna try not to make this one too long, but I feel like I just really gotta sit back, get comfortable. I done had a lot of time to, kind of dissect this one, do some post reflecting, thinking about different things. I mean, in a sense, I sit here right now, not too concerned, not too worried, not even too upset about, what I'm seeing because, these are the things that I'm used to. But one thing I kind of sat back and thought about, and not necessarily thought about it like I didn't know it, but it hasn't really been on the forefront of my mind is I think we've seen another, excuse me. I think we've seen another negative aspect of Trevor's game. Another how do I want to put this? I guess it's just in him, but we seen another bad part of Trevor's game, and that's the fact that for whatever reason, Trevor lacks it seems like, because I really can only recall maybe once or twice where we really done it, but Trevor seems to lack the ability to be able to put a team away. It seems as though even when we can call the game right, get ETN and slash Tank, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm rocking with Tank. I've been rocking with Tank since he came in. I feel like he You know, he pretty good. You know, it's like, I ain't gonna lie, like to me, you know, Tank do a good job. So, you know, but my main thing is the focus of, you know, how I've been preaching that, man, the key is not to come out trying to gunsling with Trevor. And man, we already, I mean, the smart ones of us know, you know, kind of what we dealing with. You know, we've been, if you know, with the Trevor stuff. But basically, man, we need to, I've been preaching this, that we need to pound the rock, man. We need to make sure we feature ETN, you know, our real star. And yesterday, you know, I was kind of, I mean, they say he had a little shoulder issue, so I'm gonna say that that's the case. Maybe it is, maybe it is. He claimed that, you know, it wasn't as bad, but whatever, you know. But it's not encouraging, man, to watch the camera zooming in on ETN standing on the sidelines with his helmet off. You know, we don't really want to see that. I know I don't. I damn sure don't, because I know what's going on here. The same year we drafted 16 Trevor Lawrence. I just want to make sure the fan base remember we had two first round picks that year, and the other first round pick was ETN. So let's not forget that. You know, we did good in the first round of that year, regardless of what 16 doing. So, you know, let's just make sure I stake that and get that out and make sure that's known. But I feel like, and I've been preaching this sentiment, man, you know, we really need to be a run first team, regardless of if that's what the opponents know we're gonna do. I really feel like, you know, things need to kind of materialize through the run, you know, we need to, I know how Doug has his little saying that he want to pass to run, you know, which I do understand his meaning for that. And I understand his logic and his thought process of wanting to say he wants to pass to run. It makes perfect sense. But I think, and like I said, I did say this the last video, you know, that a lot of what was coming this season, well, I didn't say this in a few videos, but a lot of what's this season is going to depend on Doug. So I feel like he probably needs to take into account that, man, you want to pass to run, but the person that you got out there passing, you seen it, you know, because it's boiled over this week, you know, to the point to where you damn near said his name in the press conference. Like you damn near pretty much told the people what it is, you know. I applaud you for still finding a way to try to do the right thing in the media's eyes or whatnot. But man, you know what's going on, and you know what's got you so upset, what's got you so pressed, you know, and so, you know, agitated with the media people asking you these questions, man, because you really want to tell them the truth, man. You really want to tell them, man, I'm dealing with a fucking bonehead quarterback that I can't depend on. You know, I just, but like I said in previous videos, you know, this is where Doug got to make his money, man, because, you know, you got to be a guru, man. You gotta see through his BS. And I know that's hard to do, man, because, you know, you can't really predict at all times what the next person is going to do, but you got to find a way, man. You might have to use your own analytics and break it down and watch a million hours. I mean, I know you don't have that much time, but 100 hours of you know, of just straight up Trevor, you know, video, and, you know, see if you can see some commonalities in when he does boneheaded things. Maybe he scratches his leg right before he gonna fumble the ball, or, you know, I'm just throwing some hypotheticals out there. But man, you gotta figure it out, Doug. You're gonna have to, you know, with this guy, because, you know, my thing is, you know, I'm really torn between the fact that I gotta sit here and just deal with the BS all the time. We went and got Mac Jones, which I thought was, and it still may be, maybe they, foresaw that there could still be struggles, man, and they wanted to have some type of backup plan. So that's why they went and got Mac. But I think in a time like this, especially after next week, next week is gonna be the determining factor with Trevor. After next week, man, if he come out and lose us another game, do a bunch of BS, man. I know it's people in the fan base that's gonna die on that Trevor sword. They don't care, man. It don't matter what he do. They riding with him regardless. But hypothetically, I do wonder if he lost like 60 games in a row, or like we went like winless for like 4 seasons straight. Like, I just wonder what it would take, before people say, man, I can't deal with this anymore, or at least be open to some changes with him. Even if we bench him for a couple games, or a half, just let it be known that you're not untouchable. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, that's a dangerous spot to be in, man. To have somebody who controls that much of your wins and losses, to feel like he's untouchable, and he can, do whatever, he sees fit. That's pretty dangerous. And also, man, I just feel like I said in my last video, we had a rubber hit the road, moment with, with Trevor, man. So, me personally, like, I'm not shocked, surprised, or any of that, man. I've been screaming and saying this stuff for, a couple years now. So, with me, it's not a big deal. I'm not gonna say it's not a big deal, because that's a lie, but it's not a gut punch to me to see this. I made my video, about did we make the $275 million mistake, and in my mind, hell yeah, we did. You know what I'm saying? Because even if, I'm not even gonna say even if, I'm gonna say even when, I'm gonna be positive, man, because I do feel like this was gonna be one of those scrappy, kind of wild seasons. But as long as we do what it takes to finish, and now, what I'm saying, if we can go and do what we're supposed to do, we'll make history this year in all type of ways. But I just think we had hopefully, I'm not missing too many points, but I just feel like we had a big crossroads, man, because watching the post game press conferences and stuff, man, you could tell, man, it didn't boil over. It didn't hit that point to where, Doug pretty much should have just said, what he wanted to say, and that is, man, our quarterback is holding us back, man. And, he's like damn near like a cancer on the team, man. He just drained the energy of the whole fucking team. Like, literally, what I'm saying, you could see it when we oozing with confidence, and we got it. We literally had kill shots, this week, and we overthrowing passes, man, where you're not even pressured or hurried in the throw. Literally, you can sit back and place that ball where you want to put it. And these are the type of things we're dealing with: mechanics, accuracy, decision making. Just every box that there is when it comes to grading a quarterback, you failing at them. Literally, we can't hang our hat on nothing with you, really. like I said, so like I said, I've been saying it, man. He's real inconsistent, but if we can ever just get him or coach it properly to where he's not being asked to be in those pressure moments, you know what I'm saying? But this the NFL, so I mean, at times they gonna come, where you gotta be in a big moment. But even then, I definitely have no trust. I definitely don't have no faith, but I don't have no I damn near don't even have no trust in him in a clutch moment. That's why I say, a lot of it is gonna depend on Doug, but I get what Doug is saying also by saying, man, I can't be on the field and do it for him. And like I said, man, that's pretty big. But overall, man, we can't really be too upset with the outcome of the game, because I mean we could have just lost, but it's the fact that once again it's like we can't not finish a game without having to question 16, which is a good thing in my mind because I've been preaching it, I've been saying it forever. But I honestly think this can get better as fans realize what's going on. Stop Trevor ass kissing all the time, if you can. If you're one of those people that, you know, that can find some sensibility about yourself and, and just kind of see what it is, and just act accordingly. I'm not saying you can't like the dude or whatever, but man, take him you know, off of the pedestal that you have him on. If he on that top shelf, man, bring him down, man. Sit him around the regular stuff, man. He don't need to be up there with your best plates and china dishes or whatever you call it. Just man, bring him down a notch. Bring him back to reality. And that'll help a little bit just for one. All this Trevor praise and Trevor this and the Jacksonville Trevors and like man, we got to stop with that. That I feel like that'll help right there. Just even with himself, man, because if you look at it just from a logical perspective, man, you can't expect him to not be out there trying to be Superman and do all this extra shit when we done gave him this money. Y'all praise him up, put his name on the side of the building. Like, what the hell? Like, I think part of some of this can be relieved by people who not even in the building. Like, literally people who come and fill the stands and wear Trevor wigs and shit like that, man. Put that damn wig down, man. Take the wig off, man. Like literally, I couldn't help but like I felt bad, but I felt more embarrassed for them people on Monday Night Football. There was a couple different dudes that they showed in Buffalo dressed up as Trevor. I said, man, I know these guys feel like absolute idiots. You gotta feel like a dumbass, man. You came in the middle of Buffalo around all these Bills fans. You dressed up like Trevor, man, and he playing ass. I mean, literally out there, then overthrew a 6'3" receiver by 7 yards. The man couldn't even jump high enough to get his hands on it. He couldn't even tip it to, maybe deflect it from going where. It's like, man, that's, we got to stop with that, man. I think that'll help first and foremost. I think, Doug, you in a spot, man, where I know everybody calling for your head, man. Everybody want to fire Doug, fire this. man, we don't need to fire nobody, man. We've been made this bed, as far as management, coaching, all that stuff, man. We decided this stuff years ago, how we were gonna pursue this. And me personally, I don't feel like, I mean, hey, now I'm not in the building every day, so saying that these guys are saints or anything like that, that's not what I'm putting out there. Some of these guys could be assholes or whatever, just I'm not gonna speculate on that part of it. But what I will say is, man, when Sundays come on, it's 16 out there fumbling the ball 4 times. It's 16 out there throwing just retarded passes straight to the other team. And now he got to the, it's just like, man, it's crazy now, because now he didn't invented something brand new. Like, I don't know where, I mean, I've seen him do this before a few times in his past, but it seems like now we just finna catch him every week just doing an imaginary spin, or spinning away from imaginary pressure every week. Like, to be honest, I don't want this to be a thing. I don't want to have to watch him drop back, nobody there, and he's spinning away from somebody. I don't want to see him do this every game. Now, if they there, credit, you know what I'm saying? If you know somebody's there and you want to try to spin to give your effort to get away from a sack, I'm okay with that, man. But let's calm down with the imaginary. Ain't nobody there, man. Let's not do this every game. Let's at least, space the games out where you just drop back, nobody's there, and you do a complete spin, just wasting time, wasting seconds, taking your eye, because you can't be looking down the field if you're spinning away. So basically, you didn't just canceled out all receivers, all tight ends, running backs, outlet options, and everything downfield. You didn't cancel that out so you could spin. So, I mean, I don't get paid to coach NFL. I think I do a good job, but that's a side note. But I don't get paid to coach you. So, I can't just act like I'm just a 1,000% knowledgeable on every single proper, technique or mechanics as far as you dropping back, man. But I'm pretty sure that if you spinning, your eyes can't be down the field. And I'm also pretty sure that that's probably one of the things that you coached, is to be looking downfield for your options. So I'm just using common knowledge now. I'm not, it is what it is, but I just hope we don't have to do that every week. Let's not make this a brand new trend. Also, we almost need to start looking. I know me personally, like, regardless of the 0-4 start, I mean, would it be nice to have a win or two in there? Of course, it would make things a lot easier, for the future. But I'm not one who's, because I'm noticing, man, a lot of people, like, they already been giving up on the whole shebang, the whole season. They saying flush it, it's over with. I'm not one of them guys, I'm not on that flush the whole season train, because there's a lot that could come out of this season. Is more clarity, on where we at, where we stand, what we've done, as far as paying him. And me personally, I know that the fan base is under this impression that we all have to die on on this Trevor sword, and just, hey, it's either he gonna do good or we all just gonna suffer with Trevor. Like, I mean, essentially, they might be correct because that might be what the team decides to do. But me personally, I'm not one of the ones who don't see a silver lining or a way out. Where there's a will, there's a way. There is contractually, we pretty much stuck. But I mean, just because you got to have him on the team doesn't mean he got to be the starter forever. I'm just throwing stuff out there. And also, even if he is the starter, doesn't mean we can't formulate a way to be effective. Like I said, man, in one of my past videos, I was saying that, man, Flacco, and I believe Flacco got one, and I want to say Trent Dilfer. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not no Ravens fan, so I'm not 100% sure, but I believe those are two quarterbacks for Baltimore who got Super Bowls, man. And what their national perception is and who they are. Flacco, journeyman, Dilfer, I say maybe even worse than Flacco, but not with journeyman, but just quarterbacking overall. But man, me personally, I'm pretty positive, man, because in my heart of hearts, I do feel like we still got an opportunity to do what we need to do. We just now, it's going to turn the pressure up for us to just the way we went on the losing streak. We're gonna have to streak with the wins, And I mean, to be honest, we got the guy for the job. Trevor is, like I said, man. I've stated this, man. His ups and lows, man. I'm talking about. I literally feel like we literally could see new heights of his ups. As far as winning games, the man might. I mean, I feel like next week is a good time to start, a good chance to change it. And feel like, man, maybe things are about to line up. We might not have to play Anthony Richardson, might not have to play Jonathan Taylor. And to be honest, we need all that right now. I know people saying they'd rather play Richardson. Not me. Hell no. Because just as much as people talking about how Anthony Richardson struggling, we all know as Jags fans, man, when you're struggling, man, who do you need to go play to get right? So, nah, man, let's let him. It's cool, man. We might be getting saved from another ass kicking and another quarterback showing you the difference between them and Trevor. So let's be happy with the Joe Flacco. Yeah, he beat us last year. And that was terrible too, because he made me see him like, damn, Trevor, you can't even be better than Flacco, But guess what? I feel like Flacco gives us a better chance to win, somebody who's not mobile. Because, just over the years, man, I just feel like we don't do great with that. We got a new coordinator, so things could be different this time around with mobile quarterbacks, but just history shows that it's not good for us. But yeah, I feel like this could be a good week to win. And I felt good about a couple games, so I can't say that it's a 100%, lock up win. But I feel decent about it. We might need to just have some changes of stuff, change the uniform, Then as soon as that, it'd be good to get the hell up out of America, just send their ass to London for a while. That might help too, But yeah, man, like Trevor, he's streaky, man. And but when it get on them bad streaks, it get bad and it can stay bad for a while, as we can see. But we can literally, we watched them last year to start the year go on a pretty good win streak too. So we see that it's possible, but like I say, a big factor and a big dependent on that is gonna be on Doug, because the one thing that we for sure, can all agree on, and if you haven't got to this point with Trevor, then I'm just gonna say it, man, you just dumb, you're an idiot. If you haven't seen that the man is, we can all agree that he's inconsistent. That should be the one common denominator that every single person who call themselves a Jaguars fan can agree on. The man is not consistent. Let's get that. Let's get that to where that's the foundation of where we all gonna stand on. He's not consistent. Like I said, and that's where I say the inconsistencies, which Coach Peterson and I hope Trent, but I'm assuming they know this stuff too. They know he's not consistent. That's why, honestly, I feel like Doug is there in the first place. To kind of level some of that out. Try to get him to a point to where, even if we can't never change the way he do stuff, which honestly I don't think we can at this point. He is what he is. You can't really change that. But what I can say is I've watched Doug kind of manage it better, so I know that's possible, and that's where we got to get to the point to where Doug can manage this football game as a whole, seeing what's going on, what we need to do, go for it, not go for it, gauge stuff better. I give him his credit last game, man, because the first time he kicked the field goal, man, you could see Trevor trying to tell him, yeah, let's go. And I seen Doug, hit him with the hell no, to the no. I seen him stand up in a good moment to say, man, fuck that shit you talking about, Trevor. I'm finna get us some points, get us close, and we'll be back to within 1 point. We'll be 13-14. I'd rather just be in a position to where I keep my team in the game, keep the pressure on the other team, opposed to giving you the opportunity to bury us early in the game with some bullshit. I'll call a good play and you go out there and you can't execute. You do some stupid shit, trip on your own feet or fumble the ball, or, I just take a sack. I just can't have it. So screw what you talking about. I see you hype. You want to go for it. No, we're kicking the field goal. Good job, Doug. Good job. That's what I'm talking about. Like I said earlier in videos, this could be a field goal season. We might man, I'm not even going to say we might. I'm going to just say this, man. We're going to field goal our way to a damn Super Bowl. Kick that bitch. Kick the field goal. I feel like, man, we literally could do that. Are we going to score? Yeah, we're going to score. But overall, man, I could literally see that, man, to where we up in Baltimore, and you know what I'm saying, and in the playoffs or something, or up in Buffalo, in the playoffs, man, going toe to toe, man, and all we doing is field goaling their ass and playing solid defense, getting some turnovers, hopefully the turnovers will come soon. That'll help too, to give him more possessions, because it's guaranteed that it's gonna be a couple possessions where he just do some bullshit. It's almost at that point where you just have to just pencil it in, And like I said, the only person who could really stop that is Doug. He can find a way to a couple of them drives where he gonna do some bullshit. Doug outsmarted, and run on the field or call a timeout or change the play call, or don't even give him the option to do it. Get in the wishbone. Get in the what do they call that? with a halfback is, get in that formation, hike it straight to ETN, something like that. Like, man, I can see it. I know what's coming. I'm not finna do it. He gotta just get there. That's the only way for, to solve this, because what's finna happen, and Doug, he hadn't said his name, to say, yeah, he's the problem, but we know that's what it was. And I want to know who's that coach that left us last year or got fired or whatnot that said that the problem is still in Jacksonville. I want to know what he was referring to. I don't know who it was who said it, but it came out, it leaked that one of the former coaches was saying the problem with Jacksonville is still there. I want to know what he talking about. We don't even have to know who said it, but if we can get some clarity on that, I'm pretty sure I know who he talking about. But anyways, I just feel like, man, we actually in a good spot, as far as getting some clarity. With the whole situation, man, with 16, because me personally, I feel like a lot of it falls on him, man. The man literally just kills momentum. He just do shit that just lose you the game. We watch it. We know. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, he brought out another aspect that I kind of forgot about a little bit, but he definitely brought it up, man. When we got a chance to stick it to somebody, put the nail in the coffin, he never can do it. He'll let teams hang around, to where it will, it won't even, we can literally seal games early the way teams do to us when he's bullshitting. When he do that dumb stuff, and other teams seal the victory on us early in the game. And then he's playing from behind, getting garbage stats, which, he kind of does okay at when it's garbage time and he's already lost. So, but excuse me. Now I got to think and, just kind of look forward to good things and good times. Now, me personally, I might be the one eyeball that still says, man, the playoffs are not dead for us. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, y'all call me what you want to call me. Maybe I'm too whatever, but for me personally, I still feel like the playoffs is an option, and I'm not, like I say, man, till we mathematically out, man, I'm just gonna kind of stay on that train. But what I will say is, man, regardless, even on the slight chance, or I'm gonna say slight, because like I said, I'm still leaning pretty much towards us getting it done, having a scrappy season, but getting where we need to be. But overall, you know what I'm saying, the reason I say it could be good times ahead, man, because regardless, we gonna get more clarity, more understanding, more vision about where this is going, what we're gonna have to do, if where the franchise stands on, if we care more about one player than we do the whole team in the city. And we're gonna get a lot of things answered. We're gonna figure out if Doug and Trent are on the same page. We're gonna figure out, I hope we can figure out whose ideal it was to go and pay this man. It's looking like it's Trent, but I don't want to just point the finger at Trent, because, man, the decision could have came down from the owner. It could have, Shai could have said, hey, man, I want to get him locked up. I don't, what I'm saying? Maybe this could be a Shai problem. Maybe Shai didn't they gave a green light on Trevor, and like I say, man, it's a lot of things that could come to clarity and come to fruition. So me personally, man, I'm gonna still stay on the positive side of, man, let's just start now, Let's start when we wear these throwbacks, which I feel like should be our new uniform. I feel like from now on we should play in these Prowler, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it should be Prowler everything, back to old school Jaguar football. This could be like literally, like, dang, that's kind of crazy that I'm saying this right now. Literally, this could be like a defining moment in our franchise again, man, to say we're going back. Because, man, just think about it, man. We came in, man, we was doing that in the NFL. We was, AFC championship games, and, man, good days, and, good times, the times that these folks remember, and, especially the older ones, the ones they probably enjoy them times way more than all this, the little success we done had over the past 15, 20, I mean, let's get back to that, man. Old school Jaguar football, man. Mean, nasty. Like, to where, like I said, to where I'm hopefully Ryan is the guy, to get the defense back to that. But, man, let's get back to some mean, nasty, man. You'll be lucky to score 20 points against, like, let's get back to that. Let's get back to the physical, man. We're gonna run it 40 times a game. I need to keep saying that between the running backs, because even our third running back is good. Even Johnson is good. Johnson could start for somebody damn near. He definitely could fill in for a game. Like, man, come on, man. Let's be serious, man. We need to just, as a franchise, man. As I've been saying this, but as a fan base, man, we just need to, accept the fact. Okay, man, we paid a bus driver $55 million, but damn it, just be the best bus driver out here, and it can be. To be honest, I feel like that's the only way this money can be justified. Drive this bus to a Super Bowl, and damn it, we might need to just understand and realize that all we need Trevor to do to win is throw 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, no fumbles. If we can get that every game, we've just shown that we can find a way to win with that. We should have won with that last game, and he threw 160 yards. That's it. The man couldn't even throw 200 yards, but guess what? We should have won. I mean, he would have thrown for more than that if he could just just be accurate with the damn ball, and and score the touchdown when they give it to you. They gave it to you. I mean, literally, the receiver, it just lined up, and you can't hit that. So, that would have boosted the passing numbers right there a little bit. But I'm just saying, man, instead of, man, let's drop his attempts down. Let's try to have it to where, man, his stat line is 20 of 23. Throw 20, 25 passes, no more than that. We get to 30 passes, I feel like it's probably not good. And we playing from behind. But even then, we should damn near be, like I say, man, I mean, this is up to you, Doug, so I don't want to just give out every single explanation of what we could and should and would. Because come Sunday, Doug and them going to have to decide that. And that's where I feel like, if we're going to be trying to X out Doug and get him out of here, just to bring somebody else in and get them fired too, because Trevor would suck and do stupid shit. I'm not even going to say suck, but he has a lot of moments where he sucked. So, let's just I'll leave it like that. I don't want to, because I mean, I gotta watch. I don't have no choice. I gotta see him. He's the quarterback for my team. So, but I'm not, me personally. I've never been the person that's gonna sugarcoat nothing for him. Probably never will. And I'll be the first one to tell you, man, when he do that bullshit, I'm calling it out. I'm not happy about it. Every time. And the more he does it, the more, I would almost just rather go with a more consistent quarterback, to be honest. But I get what the people and the fans and the media and all that stuff, I get what they want from it, because they want to praise him and kiss his ass. But I don't think you ever gonna get that. And I feel like the more you try to die on that sword to have it, the further it's gonna run away from you. The more we gonna have to suffer, because people won't just be honest with what they got. I feel like we be honest with what we got and say, hey man, we drafted a damn Joe Flacco, or like I said years ago, man, I said when I see Trevor, I see Blaine Gabbert all over again. Blaine Gabbert 2.0. But like I say, man, I've seen many different quarterbacks be able to win in this league. So where there's a will, there's a way. And I've seen Doug be able to do it with him. This is the only coach I've seen be able to do it with him. Get him to a playoff game in which he showed himself. He does what he does in the playoff game. 4 picks. But I watched Doug be able to, if he can get him calm and get him to a point to where he can play. I watched Doug be able to coach him through even when he down, try to help. Like I said, that's why I say I'm putting it on Doug, and I'm feeling like right now I feel like he's the only one that can do it, but I feel like even he's at his wit's end right now. I feel like Doug giving up on it, like I can't do it. But Doug, you got to tell yourself that you can. You got to tell yourself that you can be smarter than this dude. This dude that's pissing you off, messing up good calls, doing stupid stuff, not making the right reads, fumbling the ball, doing everything to sabotage your job. You have to tell yourself that you're smarter than him. You done been to the heights of what this is with Nick Foles. So you got to pull that out. That's the Doug we need. The Doug that can do it with Nick Foles, who, oh my God. It just made me think about I'm so glad that I thank my God that he blew that shit up. Because I couldn't deal with Nick Foles. Oh my God, he sucked ass. But if you could do it with Nick, you could do it with Trevor. I think that's why they got you here. Because they seen it, they know. But they drafted this man, and they trying to protect themselves, I mean, they never gonna do this, but I think everything would change if just the GM and owner came out and said, yeah, we drafted somebody and he's not who we thought he was, but we're gonna try to make the best out of it. They ain't gonna never do him like that, but I feel like, man, this is what it's come to, man. We just gotta we can't dance around what it is. We gotta be honest with ourselves. And like I said, Doug, you gotta, this week is big on you because of how you reacted at the press. I'm not mad at you, man. I know you pissed with him. I know you want to say what it really is because they all over press. But press is he under you, he pretty much under your coattail. So anything involving press kind of reflect on you. So you got to get to a point to where you can cut through this BS with Trevor Get him to do the simple things. Just do his fucking job. You know, I know it irritates you to watch him go out there and try to be Superman and just fumble the whole fucking game away week in and week out. Have the whole team feeling bad about giving good effort for you to go out there and turn the ball over and for them to be right back on the field, or for you to go 3-and-out, overthrow passes. You selling, it's just a lot, man. So, but like I said, man, the only one I feel like the only person right now, coaching wise, that can do it is Doug. Or we're gonna need a hard coach, somebody who's gonna come in and tell Trevor, fuck you, I'm finna put you on the bench, or whatever. Which, may or may not help him. We'll see. But right now, they hired Doug to try to help him. That's what we need to be focused on. Is Doug, what can you do to help him? What can you do to keep him from damaging his team and damaging himself even more? So, but yeah, this upcoming week, man, this could be a big week, man. Let's get out here and run this football. Start with that. Look good in our uniforms. Let's play some good D. Let's just start. Let's start the good times now. Let's go and start them in week 5. Let's try to, But like I said, man, I'm not gonna lock no victory in, because I know what we're dealing with. And if Trevor go out there and do Trevor bullshit, then guess what? We'll lose that game too, or we'll lose to anybody. I don't give a damn who it is. We'll lose to a college team right now, or maybe I want to say high school, but I don't want to be that disrespectful. But one level down, we'll definitely lose to a college team. If he come out there and do the nonsense that he's known for doing, yeah, we'll do it. So, it's on you, Doug, man. And the best way is to get the ball out of his hands, put it more in the playmaker's hands, run the ball more, Even if it's not working, stay consistent, stay at it. Make sure the defense got to be aware of that. Because when they key in on Trevor, it just get even worse. So, I think I'm about to stop this one, because I feel like I could talk for hours and hours on this team. I'll probably come back sometime later, maybe, because I ain't gonna lie, last week I didn't even do a pregame. Hold on one second. All right. Yeah, last week I didn't even do a pregame because for whatever reason I'm getting a little too superstitious, I don't know how you want to, because like I say, man, I like to deal with things spiritually, but I almost felt like I was getting a little too superstitious in feeling that maybe I just needed to get up, take a break from the YouTube, or not even make a video, and maybe that will help us go and just get a victory. I kind of did that for the team, just to see would that help with some mojo, momentum, whatever, just trying anything to help us get a victory. I'm like, man, I'm not even gonna speak. Hopefully they'll do better. But I feel like, man, I owe it more to myself to just, try to chase, or, do some of the things that I feel like, is better for me rather than the team. Because obviously, that didn't work, and, it was the same culprit, so I'm like, man, I don't think it matters. I think I just need to try to stay consistent as possible, man. And, if it ain't God himself, redirecting me from not doing it, then don't worry about the outcome, or don't worry about them or the team as far as me trying to, not speak But we'll see, maybe that might come up again, never know dealing with 16. But yeah, man, we at 9 and counting straight losses. And I also want to say, man, to the Jags fan, I know it's tough, man, but I'm just gonna throw this out there, man. Go to YouTube or go to whatever, and look up, Jaguars versus Carolina Panthers, and go watch that highlight, man. And it'll give you, boost your spirit up, man, make you feel a lot better, let you see how a quarterback's supposed to just fucking manage the game and what can be done, how you can get a victory, just do the right stuff, make your throws when they're there. I ain't gonna lie, man. That was good to see CJ win, man. The last time we won, which was, last year. So, but let's be hopeful for this week, man. We get our first victory, man. And we kind of gonna get started with what we gotta do, man. We know what we gotta do now, so we might as well just get started on it, man. Let's get started this week in the new uniforms. Something to look forward to. It's a good time. They inducting Coughlin into the Hall of whatever, which is good. But let's play some Coughlin style football, man. Good defense. Run that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Let's do some Coughlin style things this week, man. Let's get turnovers, be nasty out there. And as far as the quarterback goes, man, yeah, we gotta have one. Passes gotta get thrown, but why focus on him, man? Why make him the focal point of anything? You're the quarterback. Just do your job, man, so we can win the damn game and we can go home. Everybody be happy. He started that bullshit out there, man. Y'all boo his ass. Y'all let him hear it, And tell Doug, you need to coach. Watch him. You know what I'm saying? Figure out what's going on, man. Make sure we get a victory, man. Just look like, you know what I'm saying, like God himself might be helping us out to try to get one this week, man. Hopefully we won't have to play Richardson. People talking about they want Anthony Richardson to play. Not me at all. Especially since he been struggling. Oh, no. Not me. If he been struggling, guess what he finna do when you get here? So let's not, you know what I'm saying? Nah. I'll take Flacco. Come on with it. You know what I'm saying? Help us out, man. We need one in any type of way we can get it. We just need to get that one. And then let's just get started, man. I'm doing what we got to do to make this a respectable season. A lot of people is already down and out with the season over, and I've seen a rocky season. I said that in the preseason in my videos, man. I said that earlier that, man, this gonna be a scrappy season. We're gonna have to scrap. Like literally, I could see us. Let me see. I could see us winning the next 3. And then guess what? We 3-4. We almost at 500. And you never know, man. We could. That'll be like. I feel like when we get there, we could have another little moment of where we're going to take it. Do we want to win 4 or 5 more, or do we want to lose 2 more and put the pressure back on us to have to win 5, 6 more? It's going to be one of those type years. So buckle up for it. Get ready. Let's enjoy it. And let's just, me personally, I'm positive. I'm hoping that the rest of the fan base will be positive about it. But regardless of what y'all do, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be positive and say, man, we still going to get to where we want to get to. And that's the Super Bowl, man. We need to be partying in New Orleans. You feel me? I feel like, man, y'all should make a damn shirt and give it to the players, man. Partying in New Orleans. Real talk. Like, regardless, you know what I'm saying? But let's not let this moment of clarity with Trevor, let's not let this pass by us and get to the point to where we win 5 or 6 in a row and we back on all Trevor's everything. He's this. put his name on the wall. Man, fuck that. Let's not go back to that. Let's understand where we at, what we dealing with. Let's act accordingly. You know, we didn't pay the man. He got his money. We ain't got to worry about that no more. That's out the window. All he's supposed to do is be here for the next however many years, you know, and win us some Super Bowls. That money that we paid you for Super Bowl trophies. We paid you for Lombardies. So let's go get them. Yeah, you started 0-4, man. Pull your britches up. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know why I said it like that, but man, that's just how it came out, man. Put your big boy pants on, tie your cleats up, get your ass out there and do your job. Nothing more, nothing less. Do your job. Whatever that may entail, do your job. Doug, you got to do your job even better now because you know what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much want to tell everybody at the press conference what it is. So, man, handle your business, man. Don't let Trevor make you look like a bad coach. You know what you can do. You know where you done been. Handle your business, Doug. Tighten up. Trent, you need to pay attention. You just need to pay attention to everything that's going on. You need to be taking mental notes, where you weak at, where we gonna need the help, and just make sure you doing your part to continue every year to get us the talent, get us the things that we need. You know, we finna be handicapped with money for a while, so now's where that's where your GM skills kick in. I give you credit, man. You to me personally, I think you do okay, but you know, like I said, man, everybody need to lock in and do their part. You feel me? And we'll get it done. And the main thing I want to end with this, man, let's stop covering up ETN. If you want to pay somebody, you should have paid ETN. And you still need to find a way to do that, Trent. I'm going to put that on your plate, Trent. You need to scramble some money, whatever little money we got left over, and you need to get ETN paid. You need to get that done. You got him his 5th year, but you need to get him extended. Because I don't even want to see 16 back there without ETN. Never. He came in, he need to go out with him. Super Bowls. Couple rings on their fingers before they finish this. So, you know, let's start this week, man. Good times ahead. Regardless of, you know, the outcomes of things, man. We got good things to look forward to, man, because all this murky confusion, we need to get back to, you know, we need to be one as a fan base, man. You know what I'm saying? And in that sense, which is we need to be winners. You know what I'm saying? When teams see that Jaguar emblem on their schedule, they need to already know, oh shit, here it comes. And yeah, it's coming. We on your ass. Like, man, we need to be like that logo. You know what I'm saying, man? That logo look like, man, that's not something you want to play with. You know what I'm saying? That logo should scream to the rest of the league, man. Oh shit, I don't even want to play this game, or I want to get this game over with as quick as possible, you know, and get on to somebody else. Because that team, I don't want to have to play them. Instead of this narrative, man, if you want to get right, go there. You know what I'm saying? We need to kill that. We need to change that. We need to get back to some old school Jaguar football where we would put a foot in your ass. Like how we did the Miami Dolphins, you know, back way back in the day, them type of games. Like, oh man, we might show up, give it our best, and still lose by 40. Because that team is that's what they about. They about kicking ass and taking names. So yeah, man, let's get back to it, man. Good time for clarity, moment of clarity, good times ahead. See y'all on the next one, man.